So this morning, I will be guiding you through a seasonal meditation as we start to move into kind of the fall season in Colorado, even though it's still quite warm out, at least where I am. But I think we have some cooler days coming, and the first day of autumn is September 22nd. So as we kind of approach that date in the coming week and begin to let go of kind of this hustle of summer and invite this crisp and cozy feeling of autumn into our lives, this meditation will hopefully guide us into embracing this new season. So to me, autumn kind of feels like this season of opposites almost. As the weather begins to cool down outside, we bring the warmth from the summer inside with warm scents of cinnamon and apple and pumpkin. Some of us have cozy wood fires if we're closer to the mountains. We feel both the warmth of the sun and that whisper of frost in the air that's on the horizon for the cooler month. Before we get started with this autumn meditation, just take a few moments here to consider some of the opposites in your own life. Maybe places of tension and of relaxation that exist in harmony. You might also find that it's helpful to ponder how letting go of some things kind of gives you more room to grow. I'm going to give you a moment here just to think about these. Consider those opposites in your own life. Maybe areas where you hold both joy and pain in your heart. Kind of think about what those opposites might be this time of year. All right. As we come back, try and remember any opposites you thought about. And I'm going to walk you through a couple of questions for you to think about for a few moments, and then we'll move into our meditation, where you can also think about these questions. Are there opposites present in your life? Were you able to think of any of these over that moment? And again, just think of these to yourself. I'll just walk through them a little bit. In what ways can you slow down and be present with what is already harmoniously working together in your life, even when these opposites are existing? For the things that maybe aren't harmoniously working together, think about what figurative leaves you want to shed this season. What's not working, and figuratively speaking, can you kind of let blow away in the wind as the season starts to change? In what ways can you plan to rest and reset? And finally, what can you cultivate now so that you can emerge brighter and bolder in the spring? So maybe you're going to shed some leaves so that you can rest and reset a little bit this season. Maybe you're going to change some routines, let go of something. Maybe you'll engage with something more that you enjoy and makes you feel refreshed. What can you do now so that you can emerge brighter and bolder in the spring? My hope for this meditation is that you can move into this autumn season with acceptance and intentionality. Life brings change. It's like time brings new seasons. Many of you have likely heard that change is the only constant in life. Just think about this as we move into our meditation now. I want to go ahead and invite you in the space that you're in to sit down or lie down somewhere comfortable if you're not already. Perhaps you sit in a chair, on your sofa, maybe on a cushion or a blanket on the floor. Just situate yourself so that you are comfortable in your seat. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds or a minute to get comfortable. Wherever you're sitting or lying down, just really settle in here, closing your eyes or fixing them on a point on the wall, on the ceiling, on the floor. Or you can just simply soften your gaze. You can straighten your spine, go ahead and do so. Try to sit with an upright posture here, slowly rolling your shoulders backwards. You really elongate and straighten your spine. If you're sitting, maybe slowly lift your head so it's aligned with the rest of your back. Let your hands rest easy on your lap or by your side. If your legs are crossed, go ahead and uncross them. When you're settled, take a deep and cleansing breath, breathing in fully and out fully. Keep taking these long, deep breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale and exhale. Noticing the way your diaphragm moves just below your sternum, your lungs fill with air. Simply sit with your body here. Again, placing your hands on your thighs or your knees or on the floor next to you. Try to wiggle out any tension you are holding on to. Maybe wiggle your fingers or your toes. Maybe wiggle your bum a little bit in your seat. Maybe you wiggle your shoulders or your back. Now pause those wiggles and try and relax your body, settling into wherever you are with that comfortable yet intentional posture that you're in. Bring gentle attention back to your breath. Take a deep breath in and out. And then breathe in again and out. Continue breathing and being present with your breath for just a moment on your own here. Envision yourself standing inside a room now, with a door that leads outside just ahead of you. Leave it up to your imagination to decide what this room and this door look like. Pull a key from your pocket, unlock the door, turning the latch, and stepping outside. Imagine that in front of you is a colorful autumn landscape with trees as far as you can see, with leaves in brilliant reds and golds. Maybe some are still green, not yet changed, while others have become crisp and brown on the edges. A little further ahead, water babbles down a shallow stream. Imagining it's only a foot or so deep in the deepest part, so you can see the stones and the sediment that the water travels over. Leaves that have floated down into the stream collect along the edges where the water ripples towards the shore, creating a golden lining of leaves along the side. Imagine now that you sit perfectly on a perfect little sized rock, comfortable and content as the water runs by. Imagine yourself, feel yourself breathing in the crisp mountain autumn air, filling your lungs with the scent of water, leaves, the grasses that are yellowing around you. Feel the warmth of the sun on your face here. The heat of the summer is gone. In its place is this wonderfully pleasant day, just warm enough for comfort and cool enough to invigorate. As the breeze blows around you, notice the way that it coaxes leaves to let go of their branches and float to the ground below. Some of these leaves take a more direct path, while others drift and sway in the wind, spinning and twirling as they make their way down. Others still do not fall at all, but rather continue to hold on to the branches they grew from, refusing to take flight. They have allowed themselves to change colors alongside their fellows, but have yet to fall with so many of their fellows. Just a little longer, they protest to the breeze. We're not yet ready to fall. So they keep holding on even as the seasons change around them. You notice that the yellows become orange, the orange become red, and the leaves on the ground become brown. But still the leaves on the trees hold on, hoping to evade the relentless movement of time. Visualize the changing Colorado landscape of fall around you as you continue to breathe in that crisp autumn air, in and out, leaning into this moment. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale here and exhale. And as you breathe in and out. Bring to mind something that you have been holding on to. Something that no longer serves you, that you would like to let go of in this new season and as time moves on, but you just haven't done so yet. What have you been holding on to? Imagine this thing as a leaf on a tree, clinging to a branch high above the ground, refusing to give in to the change of the season. Once it had a place in your life, as every leaf has its place on a tree. It might even be a blossom that you cherished in the summer of its existence, that you watched unfurl and grow, and that has now exchanged its green for gold. Perhaps this leaf served a purpose in your life. Perhaps it brought you joy at one point or fulfilled you in some way. Perhaps you are now ready to move on from it in the season of life that it served a purpose in. Maybe the time has come for you to let it go. Take a deep breath now, the deepest breath you've taken so far in this meditation. And as your lungs fill with air, visualize the leaf letting go. On your exhale, sit for a moment with the feeling of letting go whatever you're thinking of. Letting it go completely. How do you feel as you let it go and watch it slowly drift in the wind? Just like the leaf has not entirely disappeared, neither has the thing you are letting go of. It has just joined all the other things that you have grown with and learned from and are ready to let go of. Think back to the beginning of this meditation. Are there any other figurative leaves that you want to shed this season? Will shedding these leaves allow you to be more present, to rest, to reset, show up bolder and brighter in the spring? What other figurative leaves, if any, do you want to let go this season? Do you want to shed from your branches? For a moment longer, enjoy this autumn world around you, experiencing again the warmth of the sun, the chill of the breeze, and the distinct scent of leaves and earth. When you are ready, leave the side of the river and return to the door you entered into this Colorado landscape through. Step back inside, taking care to pull the key from your pocket and lock the door once more behind you once you're back inside. This door is always available to you. You can always return to the autumn world by the river with the trees of red and gold. The key will always be in your pocket. Return your focus to your breath, breathing in and out, in and out, soft and slow, experiencing the way your lungs also release the old and bring in the new. And finally, when you are ready, go ahead and open your eyes or refocus your gaze, coming back to this present moment. I'll give you a moment to reorient yourself to your surroundings. I hope this autumn meditation has been helpful for you. Letting go that leaf was difficult or painful for you. It might mean you're not ready to let it go yet, and that is okay. You didn't think of anything to let go. After this meditation, take a few moments to think about anything new that you just want to bring in this autumn season. And with that, take one final deep breath in and exhale your breath. Just noticing how you feel at the end of this meditation, setting the intention to bring acceptance and intentionality as we move into autumn. Thank you all for joining me.